morning. With rising prices, buyers are not overextending themselves like a decade ago. Buyers were in trouble in 2008 when 25.3% of their income went towards their housing payments. If home prices were to keep rating by the double digits, that could also be trouble. Sales prices would need to rise 16.6% to see buyers spending as much of their income on housing as they did in 2008 housing bubble. An average of 5% of homes for sale each week experienced a price drop. My name is Rupa Nampally, Realtor with Remax One. Let's take a look at how the market will shape up for the rest of the year and for 2022. If you like the information, please hit subscribe button. According to recent Realtor.com report, even with high and still rising prices, buyers are not overextending themselves like in the run-up to the housing bust in mid-2000s. The report also showed that in May, they put about 21% of household income before taxes towards their monthly mortgage payments, while that's higher than monthly average of 19.6% over the past decade. It doesn't appear that most buyers are paying more than they can afford. Buyers were in trouble in 2008 when 25.3% of their income respectively went towards their housing payments. There was also a rise in June 2018 when about 22.4% of earnings was used for mortgage. While the sales data hasn't been formalized yet, July of this year looks like to be about the same percentage as in 2018 when factoring in home list prices, mortgage rates. That's not the reason to panic. Realtor.com chief economist states that compared to the Great Recession, buyers today tend to have higher incomes, which makes the share of what they are spending on housing payments lower than it was in 2008. Before the Great Recession, just about anyone could get mortgage. Borrowers could lie about how much they earned, and many did. Since the housing bust, only the most qualified folks are getting mortgages, and it's become even more difficult to score a loan during the COVID-19 pandemic. That means today's buyers make more money, have higher credit scores, and are generally in good financial shape. So another foreclosure crisis is unlikely despite the high record home prices. If home prices were to keep accelerating by the double digits, that could also be trouble. Sale prices would need to rise 16.6% to see buyers spending as much of their income on housing as they did in 2008 housing bubble. This assumes that down payments, mortgage rates, and income stay the same. But the market appears to be cooling a little, with median home list prices rising 8.3% year over year in the week ending September 4th. According to Realtor.com data, that's down from 17.2% price growth in April. According to the latest S&P CoreLogic Case-Shiller National Home Price Index report released end of September, July marked the fourth consecutive month in which growth rate of home prices set a record. The index showed 19.7% annual gain for the year ending July 2021, up 18.7% a month prior. This is the highest annual rate of price growth since the index began in 1987 and the fourth consecutive month of accelerating prices. CoreLogic Deputy Chief Economist Selma Hepp said in a statement, "There's a surge of millennials approaching the prime home buying age and are experiencing more flexibility to expand their search locations. Additionally, there are move-up buyers with larger budgets who are relocating to more affordable areas where they are financially able to outbid local residents." Taken together, these factors have created a double whammy for home price growth. In addition, home buyers are continuing to enjoy low mortgage rates, boosting the demand for homes even higher. Matthew Speakman, a Zillow economist, said in a statement, home price growth remained scorching hot as the housing market entered the dog days of summer, but data released in the weeks since indicate cooler days in the months to come. The tight market conditions that have fueled the skyrocketing prices are finally showing signs of loosening. For sale inventory levels charted their fourth consecutive monthly increase in August, and sellers appear to be taking a less aggressive approach when putting their homes on the market. Price growth remains about as hot as ever, but housing market is gradually retreating towards a more balanced state. As fall approaches, the demand for houses has dropped off a little, with Redfin reporting a 9% decrease in the number of homes under contract in the 4-week period ending September 5th, compared to the high point set in May 2021. Another report on home price growth by Federal Housing Finance Agency, also released in September, found a 19.2% increase in home prices in July from a year earlier. The median home sale price also spiked by 13% from the previous year to $356,358. That figure marked just 0.2% gain from the 4-week period ending September 19. Meanwhile, pending sales were up 4% on annual basis, the smallest year-over-year increase since June 2020. Daryl Fairweather, the Redfin chief economist, said in a report, home sellers continue to show their optimism with increasing prices. However, there are already signals from the Fed and markets that mortgage rates are starting to creep up. The hit to affordability that comes with higher rates and higher home prices could let some steam out of the market. She also added that it's never a good idea to overprice your home, but I would especially be wary of overpricing as seasonal cooling trends persist and rising rates take some affordability out of the home buying equation. A number of factors pointed to an approaching seasonal slowdown, including a number of new listings, which were down 8% from the year before. Active listings also down 22% from the same period in 2020. Homes stayed on the market for a median of 20 days before going under contract, almost 1 week longer than an all-time low of 15 days in late June and July, and down from 32 days the year before. An average of 5% of homes for sale each week experienced a price drop, up 1.4% points from the previous year, and the highest level since the 4-week period ending October 13, 2019. Pending home sales rose by 8.1% in August, following 2 consecutive months of declines in June and July, according to National Association of Realtors Pending Sales Index. The news followed a week in which home price growth numbers released by Case-Shiller for July revealed the U.S. experienced record price growth not seen since at least 1987. NAR chief economist Lawrence Yun said in a statement, despite August gains in contract signings, housing affordability remains an obstacle for some buyers hoping to enter the market. Rising inventory and moderating price conditions are bringing buyers back to the market. Affordability, however, remains challenging as home price gains are roughly 3 times wage growth. To recap, an average of 5% of homes for sale each week experienced a price drop. This means that real estate market is self-correcting as housing affordability remains an obstacle for some buyers. With price drops, buyers who were outbidded during the peak market will be back in the market to purchase a home. Homes stayed almost 1 week longer before going under contract. With the fall season, the demand for housing has fallen by 9% according to Redfin. The question is now what to do next. If you want to sell your home, now is the best time to do it. As the saying goes, no time like the present. For buyers, to take advantage of the low interest rates and purchase your home today. As always, if you have any real estate questions, please give me a call at 732-397-9185, and I would be happy to have a consultation with you. Have a nice week ahead.